Battle Bond is an ability introduced in Generation 7. This was an ability to complement the great Ash Greninja introduced in the anime by giving us our very own Ash Greninja. While the visual features of owning our very own Ash Greninja was great, it became even more amazing when the stats on this thing was released. From what was supposed to be perhaps another OU gimmick turned to a very offensively potent staple in the tier. It gave Greninja newfound power to toy with as it ran through teams with this ability activated. While in Generation 8 Greninja was not made available with its introduction in Generation 9, many people were hoping for its iconic OU runs again. However, this time, Game Freak took upon itself to nerf this frog in two significant ways. One, its protean ability now only works once on the field and not every turn as it used to abuse. Although I think that was not so much Greninja's fault that caused this change, but rather Cinderace's dominance with Libero and abilities similar to Protean. And although Ash Greninja is not made available in the later games, they still made sure to make this ability available. However, this is significantly tossed to the ground as now Greninja loses that permanent stat buff it once coveted. Instead, it got a plus attack, plus special attack, and speed after it kills someone with this ability. Funny enough though, Smogon didn't introduce this revamped Battle Bond ability for some time, thus Protean Greninja was made the only option. And because of the recent power creep in the last two generations, Greninja wasn't able to establish itself as that iconic OU monster, and rather was set aside for other powerful hyper-offensive options like Walking Wake. Sure, it could be good on utility perhaps, but didn't even come close to the endless possibilities when you think of its counterparts like Meowscarada and Cinderace. Alongside its frailty and bulk, it became a very awkward position to even be useful in the tier, which is why it was subjected down to the UU status, Smogon's second tier of play. It was during its banishment in the UU tier, however, that Smogon gifted its newfound power of its watered down Battle Bond ability. While in this generation, Battle Bond is not made out to what it once used to be, this was the power, however, Greninja was exactly looking for in its revival. Even though Greninja was very one-dimensional, its gameplay in being a really good revenge skill that can snowball damage was perfect for its ideals. With no real significant pushback in the UU tier with its life form shenanigans, it was able to smoothly dominate and sooner or later find itself rise in the OU tier in August. And it's not like it's on the brink of disappearance once more in OU, rather it sits pretty comfortable in the tier itself. Still being the excellent win condition it is, with its stab moves, great coverage and more, once its Battle Bond ability activated, it took it to another level that deemed it now viable in the tier. Quickly before we move on, if you guys are enjoying yourself, be sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content just like this. It's free and helps let me know you guys want more content just like this. Anyways, back to the video. Its speed was unstoppable in the UU tier, but once in OU, many players start to realize how insane Battle Bond took it to another level. It was able to outspeed a plethora of common Scarf users in the tier like Enamorous or Valiant, or even booster energy variants of Walking Wake or Valiant. The great part of this Greninja is now you have a safe option to run Modest Nature, because as soon as you pick off a kill, Greninja will anyways be regulated to be extremely fast, which makes it even more impressive. Water Shuriken as well provides a great priority option to pick off easy kills in order to activate this ability, or pick off easy opponents like Enamorous or King Gambit who wants to click Sucker Punch. Additionally, Pelipper's Rain, while still having a tough time in the tier with Chilly Reception, Glow King running around, can provide a little boost to Greninja's onslaught of damage from water type moves. Whether it's Battle Bond or not, and frankly if it isn't, it picks up a KO, that's more scary, it will still do lethal damage alongside its Life Orb item. And while on surface level grass type users like Amoonguss or water absorb users like Clodsire seem like a pain, Greninja has another option of running Ice Beam to keep them out of the picture as a continual assault. Another great thing about its coverage moves. Being in the OU tier, however, does come with its flaws, as now hazards are everywhere with Hisui and Samurai running around and can really stack alongside its continual Life Orb damage. This also does come with its own pro, however, as Greninja it really does appreciate that hazard stack on the opponent's side to provide a much easier KO range for it, which in turn can activate that Battle Bond ability or just help it pick it up easier KOs. This in theory also provides a significant boost to its Terra Water Shuriken or Hydro Pump as opponents found themselves chipping away to continual hazards damage. Terra Water, while it does shed its dark typing, and its increase in power was very well worth the wait, which is why its hardware offensive playstyle fits well with competitive threats like Baxcalibur or King Gambit, or on rain boosted teams with Pelipper, Walking Wake, Zapdos, Basculegion, etc. It was really potent and fit very well in the OU tier now that its Battle Bond ability was activated. Greninja's initial fall and exponential rise in Generation 9 is a rather interesting tale and shows how one ability can really change the tide of any Pokemon in competitive. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and thank you to my members for continual support on Patreon and YouTube membership. If you guys want to be a member and show further support on this channel, be sure to click the link in the description down below. Lastly, join the Discord, which is also in the description. It's a fun-loving Pokemon community, and I promise you guys will enjoy. Anyways, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.